What's up, y'all? It is Spicy AF, and I'm back with another spicy topic. Hit that thumbs up, like this video. Also, follow me on X. It's Spicy AF, and it's at SpiceTSpill on Instagram. Here is my picture. Subscribe and share. Chrisean Rock is supposed to be officially in Oklahoma, entering to a prison sentence, which she's waiting to get the sentence. But the girl has 2 charges. Both carry 4 years. One of which states that she had intent to distribute, and the other says that she doesn't have a tax stamp. And these are both controlled substances. I'm wondering, is it just weed? Was it pills? Was it the white powder stuff? Like, what was it? You know, I don't think she was gonna sell none, but what do I know? But what I do know is whatever it was enough to get her a felony charge. Chrisean has a small baby who may have special needs. I certainly hope they give her a break, because I feel like she has been arrested since July 2024 in just 1 month, but 1 month away from her baby. And what I'm saying is, I was fully on her. She had to be stopped because she was out of control. Her behavior was Felonic. Her behavior was assault. That is the history that she generated around herself, is assault. And this is not cool. She does not have the right to go around putting her hands on people. And it escalated to where she was using weapons like the brass knuckle ring, hitting people with. And she was wrong and out of line when she hit Blueface mom. I don't care what nobody say. Moms can definitely test your patience when you dating their sons. But you should not hit your elder. You shouldn't. There's other ways to deal with that. She didn't hit you or attack you. So no, Chrisean was out of line for that. So she has a history that she created for herself. And I do feel that she needed jail, or she needed something, because it's out of control behavior and people don't deserve to just get hit. Some of these people can't fight. Some of these people couldn't beat her, and some were caught off guard. Some of these people just didn't want to hit her. Like James Wright, he's a man. He didn't want to hit Chrisean. He didn't, to my understanding, the man didn't see it coming. He was comforting her. She jumped on stage and was out of line at Tamar's concert. There had to be some type of legal punishment for what she's done. She has lawsuits. She still has to face other things, but Chrisean is facing up to 8 years in prison. Let's get into this. Miss Rock, girl. Okay, so we know Blueface got 4 years in prison, and from what we're hearing, he accepted it, which I have been saying from day one. The best thing we can do is, when we know we're guilty, in front of that judge, in front of that courtroom, is to accept accountability. That's what I've been saying from day one, because I've been watching the investigation and I've been watching the court a lot. I'm very much interested in the whole process and what I see, to your surprise, because you might think telling the truth is going to get you in more trouble than lying. But what happens is, when you tell the truth, when you're guilty and when there's all this evidence against you, the best thing you can do is be honest, because that usually works in your favor. They'll be a lot more lenient to somebody honest. The court is all about justice. Come on, it's all about weighing the evidence, weighing the truth, separating the false from the truth, and really taking its time to really weather out what is factual versus what are a bunch of lies. That's what they're all about, yo. So Chrisean Rock is in a state right now, Oklahoma, which I think I've been saying Utah. I'm sorry about that. She's in Oklahoma. Oklahoma is not good on black people in prison. I'm gonna tell you that right now. There has been so many disparities through the years, and people have brought a lot of attention to Oklahoma. It was said as of 2021 that it was the 4th state in the United States with the highest convicted felony black men, and I believe it's the 3rd state of black women with the highest convicted felon. So it's not a good place to get arrested in. Even if Chrisean had weed, which is now legal pretty much everywhere, the amount of weed that she had is a red flag to law enforcement, especially in a state where they convict black people at the highest rates, y'all. So let's take a look here. A lot of you heard, so what I'm gonna talk about is what she's facing, and I wanted to make you aware that Oklahoma is not a good state for a black person to get caught with any drugs or any potential felonic repercussions. It says Chrisean Rock faces 8 years on drug-related charges. According to arrest documents obtained by XXL, Chrisean Rock is currently detained at the Craig County Detention Center in Veneta, Oklahoma on drug-related charges. The 24-year-old reality star has been charged with failure to have a tax stamp affixed on controlled dangerous substances and possession of CDS with the intent to distribute. Chrisean is facing 8 years in prison with each charge carrying a 4-year sentence. Period. Under Oklahoma law, CDS is a controlled substance which includes narcotics, amphetamines, and other opiates. According to lawfirmofoklahoma.com, possessing marijuana or CDS with intent to distribute is a felony, with the minimum sentence being 2 years in prison and a possible $20,000 fine. So we don't know yet what kind of drug Chrisean was caught with. We don't know. And I don't even think it really matters when you're dealing with a state with the highest convicted felons with black men and women. You don't want to get caught, because that's a situation where it's very much likely they throwing charges on you. They are throwing charges. Charges equates to years, penalties, fines. So it's very likely they can put 20 on 10 and just make a situation worse than what it is. And I'm hoping that she don't get the worst of it. That they be lenient on her. Times have changed. Look who's in power right now. You have Kamala Harris, who is a black and Asian woman. That's going to change the whole trajectory all across the board. I'm telling you what I see. By her getting that position of power, a lot of people are not liking it, honestly, because they know that their time is limited having those power positions. And so if you put a black and Asian woman in power, that's empowering all across the board. So yeah, times have changed. Maybe the situation, maybe it will work out for Chrisean. Maybe she won't do no 8 years, maybe not even close, maybe 2 years, maybe less than that. We don't know what she's going to do. But if we looking at Blueface and how he just got 4 years, it's fair to say that she might do some time. Chrisean constantly did things, and I keep saying it over and over again. She did some things. She was assaulting people, and it escalated to where she was hitting people with objects. Assault with a deadly weapon objects. When she hit James Wright with those rings she had on her hand. In some states that's illegal. That is an assault charge with a deadly weapon charge. So on top of that, she's hitting Rama, 50 Cent's actress from his show. Can't think of her name. She hit her, you know, and she has a lawsuit with her. There's other people on camera where she was reckless. So I personally feel this. I feel like she did some time, and I feel like being told no, you cannot get out, no, you cannot have another chance, and her having to face jail, I think that is definitely working and reforming her. How much time will it take for her to please and appease the court? We will see. That's to be determined. But for now, don't get caught in a state, especially in a state where you have the highest convicted felonies at your race. Like, don't get caught like that. Gotta be careful when you go into different states, being reckless. Make sure you have an insured vehicle, registered vehicle. I'm telling you, don't play on your time, your own time. Make sure that you are not having drugs in your car. She didn't have a tax stand, which means she wasn't legally able to either have pills or legally able to have weed. You know, you gotta do things right. The Bible says for us to obey the laws of the land. Now, we do break rules, but we are to strive, try every day, all the time, to follow the laws. You know why? If you don't want to listen, you're gonna face the music, just like Chrisean, in a whole different state, away from her baby, in a state where it's the third highest in black women convicted felons. So it's best to obey the laws of the land, or else you'll pay. You know what I mean? Yeah, so that's the update on that. I will keep you posted when I find out more. She was so reckless and out of control. There had to be some kind of justice for these people. Judging from all the other legalities she's dealing with, there had to be prison. What else was there? She was not complying to her probation. They said they emailed her, they was emailing her, probation officers was calling her. They wanted to see her. She was not replying at all to any of it. She ignored it. She didn't do any of her community service, none of her term of probation. She was asking for it, and it's something to me that's psychologically off about Chrisean. And I get a visual when I see her structure, her face. I see it. There's something psychologically wrong. Will that help her? Maybe if she admit to it and try to seek help for it. But I see something. To be honest, Oklahoma is not the state you want to catch a charge in. Oklahoma is one of 4 states with the highest convicted felonies for black men, y'all. So a black chick who is coming into a state as a visitor to distribute drugs is not a welcome guest, y'all. Especially to Oklahoma, who has the highest amount of black men incarcerated. And they don't just give you misdemeanors, they give you felony charges. And that's why when I refer back to where it says with the intent to distribute, even if that girl was just smoking all that weed, they was gonna up that charge, and they wasn't cutting her no slack. None. They gave her intent to distribute because that's a felony. That is not a good state for a black person to get caught up in. They ready to give you a felony. And because you already violate your probation and you did not comply, you didn't reply to them reaching out to you. I don't know how probation looks for that, but I will let you know when I find out. So let me know what y'all thinking. Leave your comments. Hit that thumbs up, like this video, subscribe, and stay tuned because we got more to come. Peace.